Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys have had a great weekend. I wanted to take a look at something kind of cool here, and kind of do a little comparing, and see exactly how I did comparing. So, but before I get into that, if you are new to the channel and you love hockey, you love, playoff hockey talk, talking about hockey news, talking about jerseys, jersey unboxings, all that kind of stuff. If that's the kind of stuff you like, it would be awesome. It would be gratefully appreciated if you would hit that subscribe button down there, and if you want to hit the notifications to be notified of any future videos. Go right ahead and do that. And I got it. There we go. There. Now it doesn't look like I'm at an angle. So I wanted to do something because I did preseason predictions of where I thought teams were going to be, where they were going to finish in the standings, and I wanted to kind of compare and see exactly where I was right, where I was wrong. I think it's kind of fun to look at it. So, my preseason predictions in the Central Division, I had Colorado finishing first. I had St. Louis finishing second, Dallas finishing third, Nashville fourth, the Minnesota Wild fifth, Winnipeg Jets sixth, the Arizona Coyotes seventh, and the Chicago Blackhawks eighth. That was my preseason predictions. Now, where they all ended, I didn't do too bad in this one. Colorado finished exactly where I thought they would. They finished first, the Colorado Avalanche. The Dallas Stars took second. Preseason, I had them third. The Minnesota Wild finished third. In the preseason, I had them fifth. The Winnipeg Jets finished fourth. I had them sixth. The St. Louis the Nashville Predators finished fifth. I had them fourth. The St. Louis Blues finished sixth. I had them second. The Arizona Coyotes finished seventh, right where I had them. And the Chicago Blackhawks finished eighth, right where I had them. So the movement here is from preseason to the end of the season. The Blues dropped 4 spots. The Dallas Stars moved up 1. The Minnesota Wild moved up 1. The Winnipeg Jets moved up 2 spots. The Nashville Predators dropped 1 spot. And of course, like I said, the St. Louis Blues dropped 4 spots, while the Coyotes and Blackhawks finished exactly where I thought they would. So that's actually not too bad. I mean, I was only wrong. The only teams I was wrong on St. Louis, Dallas. Well, I was wrong on 5 of them. I was wrong on 5 of them, but the main ones where I thought were going to finish first and last were pretty accurate. The other ones were pretty darn close, with the exception of the Blues, of course, who dropped 4 spots from where I thought they would be in the preseason to the end of the season. So we move over to the Pacific Division. Now, the preseason, I had the Edmonton Oilers finishing first. I had the Vegas Golden Knights finishing second. The Calgary Flames finishing third. The LA Kings finishing fourth. The Vancouver Canucks fifth. The San Jose Sharks sixth. The Anaheim Ducks seventh. And the Seattle Kraken I had bringing up the rear in eighth. Now let's look at where they actually finished. The Vegas Golden Knights finished first. That's a +1. That's moving up 1 spot. The Edmonton Oilers finishing second, so that's a -1. They dropped one spot. The LA Kings finished third. That's a +1 because they moved up one spot. The Seattle Kraken, this was the biggest movement. The Seattle Kraken finished fourth. Yeah, I had them finishing last, so that's a +4 for Seattle in where they finished. The Calgary Flames finished fifth, so they're a -2 because I had them finishing third. The Vancouver Canucks finished in sixth. I had them finishing fifth, so that's a -1 spot. The San Jose Sharks finished seventh. I had them sixth. That is a -1. And the Anaheim Ducks, they finished in eighth place. I had them in seventh, so that's a -1. So, not too bad considering, where a lot of these teams was. Boy, was I wrong on the Kraken, though. Whoo! +4. Moving up 4 spots from where I predicted in the preseason to where they finished. That's pretty good. That's really good. Not bad for a second-year team, huh? So let's move over to the Atlantic, where this one's not bad. Preseason, in the Atlantic, I had the Toronto Maple Leafs finishing first. I had the Tampa Bay Lightning finishing second. The Florida Panthers finishing third. The Boston Bruins, now mind you, preseason. This is the preseason. Boston Bruins finishing fourth. What was I off there? The Ottawa Senators finishing fifth. The Detroit Red Wings sixth. The Buffalo Sabres seventh. And the Montreal Canadiens eighth. The end of the season, the standings. The Boston Bruins overwhelmingly number one, winning that division. So that is a +3 for the Boston Bruins from where I had them in the preseason. The Toronto Maple Leafs finished second, so that's a -1. They moved down one. The Tampa Bay Lightning finished in third. I had them finishing second in the preseason, so they're a -1. The Florida Panthers, they finished fourth. I had them third, so they're a -1. The Buffalo Sabres finished fifth. I had them in the preseason finishing seventh, so that's a +2. The Ottawa Senators finished in sixth place. I had them in fifth, so they're a -1. The Detroit Red Wings finished in seventh. I had them finishing sixth, so they're a -1. And the Montreal Canadiens finished right where I thought they would. And they finished up in eighth. And yeah, so there was some movement here. Boston, from preseason to postseason, I had, Boston moved up 3 spots. I had them finishing fourth. They finished first. The Maple Leafs were only off a spot. The Lightning were only off a spot. The Panthers were only off a spot. The Senators were only off a spot. The Red Wings were only off 1 spot. The Sabres were off 2. So the Atlantic Division, I didn't do too bad there. I did not do too bad at all. The Metro. Now here's where we see a little bit of movement here. Well, a little bit of movement in, really one real big move from preseason to the end of the season. So in the Metro, in the preseason, I had the New York Rangers finishing first. I had the Carolina Hurricanes finishing second. The Pittsburgh Penguins finishing third. The New York Islanders fourth. The Washington Capitals fifth. The Columbus Blue Jackets sixth. The New Jersey Devils, I had during the preseason finishing seventh. And the Philadelphia Flyers eighth. Now, how did they actually finish? Well, the Carolina Hurricanes ended up finishing first in the division. So they moved, they're +1. So they moved up a spot. The biggest movement here, finishing second, the New Jersey Devils. In the preseason, I had them finishing 7th. So that is a movement of plus 5 spots. Boy, was I wrong about the Devils for sure, huh? Oof. Plus 5. Not bad. The New York Rangers finished 3rd. I had them winning the division in the preseason, so the Rangers technically are a -2 because they dropped 2 spots. The New York Islanders, they stayed in the same spot. They stayed exactly where I predicted they would finish. I had them in the preseason 4th. They finished 4th. So not bad on that one. The Pittsburgh Penguins finished 5th, where in the preseason I had them 3rd, so the Penguins are a -2. The Washington Capitals finished 6th. I had them 5th, so they're a -1. The Philadelphia Flyers, they finished 7th. I had them at 8th during the preseason, so the the Flyers technically moved up 1, so they're a +1. And then there's the Columbus Blue Jackets. They finished 8th. I had them 6th, so they are a -2. So overall, I don't think I did too bad. I mean, there were a couple of really big movers. I mean, Seattle moved up 4 spots. The Devils moved up 5. The Bruins moved up 3. Because, I mean, the Bruins, everybody was saying, the Bruins are getting old. Is this the last run for this core and this, that, and the other? Who the hell would have came to think that the Boston Bruins, where people were thinking they were going to be like right in the middle of the pack in the division, ends up setting records for wins and points. 65 wins, 135 points. Didn't see that coming. But, yeah, overall, not too bad. I don't think a lot of these ended up being too bad. I was right on. The only one that I was on that I was right on the money for winning the division was Colorado. I had them finishing 1st in the division in the preseason. They finished 1st in the division. It came down to the last day of the season, but they finished 1st in the division. So that one I was right on about. I was right on about the Coyotes and Blackhawks. That was almost kind of easy. I was right on about the Montreal Canadiens and where they were going to finish and where they finished. They finished in the same spot. I remember some people saying too in my preseason prediction video they thought I had the Islanders too high. They're like you got the Islanders too high. Islanders might be a 5th or 6th place team. And I just kind of I was looking and I'm like, the Islanders had a bad year. I think they've moved into their new building. They'll be better. So I went and I picked them 4th in the preseason. And look at that. They finished exactly 4th at the end of the season. So I don't think I did so bad. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. How do you guys think I did? Because I was pretty darn close on a lot of these, I gotta say. So again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And I look forward to doing preseason predictions again before the start of next season, and hopefully too, sometime during this off season, hopefully I can, if I had magnets and stuff that I had for an old standing board. Don't know where the heck they went, but I know a lot of people, because we all love watching Shannon's power rankings. I know I do. I know I love him. I love watching his power rankings. And there were a number of people that wanted to see me start up and do my own and do my own power rankings. Not trying to copy where Shannon has all of his teams sitting, but using maybe a similar methodology I think would be kind of fun, watching how teams do each week, how they won, how they lost, whether they won in overtime or a shootout, and doing the whole, maybe like almost like giving like half a point for an overtime win or something, or somewhere in there. I've kind of got ideas running through my head there, but I need some I need some magnets for that, and I might ask, because I've looked around trying to find like stickers and stuff, kind of how to because like Shannon, he goes and he gets stickers, he puts them on, he goes and puts them on, I think, a piece of cardboard, and then he puts them on magnets, or puts them on like a magnet sheet. And I'm thinking I might try and do something like that, or find a way to like print out all the logos, all the color logos with the color backgrounds, all that. That's stuff I'll be looking at doing for during the off season, and then maybe when I do preseason standings, maybe then I'll do my own little preseason power rankings and see where everybody sits. Which I know some people will probably say, "Oh, there he is, copying the hockey guy again." No, because what I will try and do is, because I know Shannon does his power rankings on a Saturday, which is awesome. A lot of times I never get a chance to watch his power rankings until I go to work on Sunday night. So if I do that, I'm going to be making sure I will not watch where his is at. I'll do mine, and then we'd see, then if some people watch his rankings and then watch mine, they could then go and say, well, how close or how far apart some teams are. But I think that would be fun. I think that would be a lot of fun, and yeah, I mean, because a number of people would have asked, hey, I'd love to see you do your own power rankings. Let's see where you and Shannon differ. Because some teams I might have in different spots than he does, and that's the beauty of power, and that's the beauty of those. So I'm thinking I'll probably try and do that, and I think during the off season here, I'll figure out my logos, which the logo for the channel, and the logo for the podcast, which I plan on starting pretty soon. I just got a couple more pieces of equipment for that, but I kind of want to get a logo. I kind of want to get the logos designed and everything, so I've got all of that, because the logo I'll have designed for the channel here will end up resulting in a channel name change, because if I'm making a logo, I'm not taking the chance on incorporating the NHL letters in there, because I don't want to get dinged for a copyright, because those are no fun. So yeah, that's kind of the idea of what I'll be looking at doing, especially in the off season, or even try and figure some stuff out for even during the playoffs here. So again, let me know what you guys think here, and how close were some of your predictions? Did you guys make some preseason predictions, and where did the teams end up finishing in comparison to your predictions? I'd love to know what you guys think. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell if you have not done that already, and I will see you guys later.